if Jalen Carter goes, and now you're going, all right, Tyree Wilson is the popular name, and he's still there, and they trade back, accumulate picks, and still get him.
Yeah,
that'd be huge.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and especially if somebody is really desperate for a guy that they really don't like, or they think he's a late first rounder. So the only guy, as far as Jalen Carter goes, that I saw with other than either 1 through 3 was our guy Ryan Wilson from CBS. He had Jalen Carter going at number 6. But yeah, so for the most part, Tyree Wilson. I mean, he's really a good run player too. I mean, he really knows how to kind of sift through blocking and find the ball carrier. And some of their highlight shots are like, there's a 12-yard run or 15-yard run, and he just does something really spectacular. But I thought the one thing that he needed to work on is getting off the ball and then shedding blocks. Jalen Carter. So Brock told this story when he was playing for Jacksonville. They were in the same division. Or, I'm sorry, he was playing for
Indianapolis,
the Colts.
You got it surrounded. You'll find it.
I'm getting to it. Yeah, there we go. Not the Baltimore Colts, but there was 2 players that Jacksonville had, and we mentioned this yesterday. One of them was Marcus Stroud, and the other one was John Henderson. I don't know if you remember that guy. He was truly a monster. I talk about Chris Jones. This guy was 6'7", 335 pounds. Marcus Stroud, 6'6", 310. They had, I can't remember the middle linebacker, but he was a tough guy. And so those are the 2 guys that you had in the middle of your defense. And that's where I see where Jalen Carter, 6'3", 310, could be that kind of guy. But what Brock told me was that going into that week, they took all of their interior runs and just pitched them. Like, we can't run any of these plays against those 2 guys. And that's how extreme it was. They just couldn't move them. They could not move them off the ball. So, I think Jalen Carter kind of falls into that category. Just looks like, now, I don't want to compare him. Like he said, I hope he's as good as Cortez Kennedy, but that's a pretty tall order there to fill. But when he hits people, they just react differently than, like, if you see him bring his hands down. I know they say heavy hands. I don't like all those little phrases, but like it just
does he
really
have hand talent?
Yeah, he really is. Like, you can see what it does to the court. Like, the quarterback, it just gets ragdolled, right? It looks like he weighs 25 pounds. So that's the thing about him, and he does get off of blocks really well. So yeah, this guy's. We talked about Daron Payne yesterday, and I guess I would always take a proven commodity, because it's like what we were talking about with surgery. When you have, there's always a risk. There's always a risk that a guy's not going to make it. And when a guy like Daron Payne, that he's made it already, and he can't.
You mean make it in the league, not make it out of surgery?
Yeah.
That sounded kind of dire there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that there's always some kind of risk. And,
certainly.
Yeah, with a rookie. So, I guess I would probably, if I had to choose between the 2, I'd probably take Daron Payne.
Yeah.
If you want to go a different route.
Completely. I mean, Jalen Carter may end up being a superhero, but that part you don't know. You haven't seen him up against this kind of talent week in, week out, year in, year out. You've seen that with Daron Payne. That's a proven commodity right there.
Yeah.
Who's not just a guy. He's very, very good. So I'm with you.